Hi, I'm Greg Micklig. New Jersey credit unions believe that all citizens need to understand the important financial matters that affect their lives. That's why we're proud to support the programming produced by the Caucus Educational Corporation and their partners in public television.
Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Barnabas Health. Life is better healthy. Choose New Jersey. Our mission is attracting companies to the Garden State. Bloomfield College, offering small classes and big opportunities since 1868. PSE&G, committed to improving New Jersey's economy and strengthening its communities. Health Republic Insurance of New Jersey, Community Education Centers, and by the law firm of Gibbons PC.
This is One-on-One.
When you first heard that they were doing Charlie Rose and Gayle King, didn't you go, what?
People like laughing at others, so I don't mind if the other is me.
See, you go right into the character. That's what it is.
I'm bringing families together a half an hour each week. Man, I'm doing something special.
And so I do feel successful.
Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. Recently, we celebrated the 3rd anniversary of NJTV with a benefit dinner and concert at NJPAC. Now, throughout the night, I spoke with some of the corporate sponsors and NJTV executives who have contributed to the success of New Jersey's public television station. Also, I was truly humbled to receive the award for broadcast excellence from NJTV on behalf of the Caucus Educational Corporation for its contribution to the network over the past 3 years. Now, here's a look at that very special evening at NJPAC. We're here with Neil Shapiro, and he didn't like when I say this, but we would not be here at the NJTV benefit. Our first annual, 3 years in, Neil. That's right. But come on, excited about tonight and excited about where we are and where we're going, right?
I'm over the top excited about it. You know, first, if you told me 3 years ago we had some rough patches we hit, we've done a great job. I'm delighted not just we're here, I'm delighted that you're here. You were there from the beginning. Part of what made NJTV is we're a partnership. It's a great team there. It's a great partnership with independent producers. It's a great partnership with universities around the state. And altogether, we're doing something that I think is the envy of the rest of public television. Really, New Jersey is doing something that nobody else has done. We're just kind of redefine what public media should be in a market this size. And the fact we're doing more than we promised, better content, more hours of it, all in high def, I couldn't be prouder.
Where are we going, Neil?
Oh, we got much more to do. You know, these are great.
And this money helps tonight.
Sure does, but you know, with more resources we can do more. We got to show off all the great things about the state, the history, the culture that don't get enough attention. We got to keep covering politics. I think we've been reminded in the last 3 years there's a lot to cover. It's a really interesting state, right? And we're the only one who can cover it statewide, day in and day out. There are other people from neighboring states who wander in and out of here when there are big weather stories or big scandals and then they go home. But people like us are here every day and that's what counts.
And I'll say this, you know, it's 3 years in July that we celebrate the launching of NJTV, but for Neil and a lot of other folks, it was a lot longer than 3 years. It was closer to 4, and Neil had to make a decision and go to his board at WNET and convince an awful lot of folks, and I'm not saying it just because he's the boss, but because it's true. There were a lot of question marks and a lot of folks who wondered what it would be like, and I will say this on the air later on when I accept this award on behalf of our production team. Neil said something that I know resonates for him. He said, New Jersey deserves its own public television station, and we will be a part of that effort. And that's what's happened.
Well, like I thought it would be so wrong if we were the only state, right? We went to black. It's not right. What public media is about, this is really, it's your public media, right? That's what it is. This belongs to the public. And the fact if we could put great minds together, partner with people like you, and make it happen, and I'm just delighted to say we did it.
We're here with Barry Ostrowski, who is the president CEO of Barnabas Health, but a new trustee to public broadcasting in the state, NJTV. Your vision for public broadcasting in the state and how excited you are about not just this event, but being on the board.
I think public TV for New Jersey is incredibly important. New Jersey's always lived in the shadows of other media markets, and we never got the coverage for the important things that we do in New Jersey. And so this organization gives us the ability to do that. As a trustee, I'm able to at least attempt to guide this great organization to ensure that it stays with its mission. But we have such great professionals in this organization, it really doesn't require that level of governance. So I'm very excited about my involvement, but even more excited about the great work that the public television is doing.
And Barnabas Health is all in on that regard.
Very much so. We're a community-focused organization, and so our mission is completely synonymous and parallel to that of NJTV.
Why have you been there from day one for this not so new venture anymore 3 years in? Why were you all in day one?
I'm part of New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Company, so New Jersey's in our name. And I'm a South Jersey guy, and if we didn't have NJTV in South Jersey, we wouldn't have anything. So this station has been so important to the state, to everybody in it. I grew up on NJTV, NJN
before that, great. They set the bar very high.
Yeah, and we had a crisis there. We were at risk.
We were going black.
And thanks to you, after
Neil
Shapiro, the rest of the team from WNET, and all the resources they brought into New Jersey, what you did over the summer to keep it going, and then the growth of NJTV over the past few years, and it culminates in this event. So we're all the way back.
How great is the news operation every night?
It's outstanding. The governor watches it every night, on down to everybody else in state government and business leaders. It's required viewing, and then once you start, you can't stop. You get addicted to it.
We're here with Alicia Eve, who is representing Verizon, one of our honorees tonight. I am honored to be honored with you and Verizon.
And back at you.
Yeah.
It's
How
a fun night.
Now, let's be clear. Alicia has only been in the state for how long so far right now?
I have proudly served as Vice President for Government Affairs for Verizon for 10 months. I just had my 10-month anniversary. Yes.
And the team is honored already. Why are you so proud to be a part of the NJTV family?
I'm so proud for a couple of reasons. One is Verizon is a leading technology company of our time, right? We affect in a positive way the way that people work and play and get healthy and are educated. And it makes sense for us to support NJTV, which inspires, informs, and educates. So it's a natural alignment of two entities, a major company in the state of New Jersey that has 15,000 people working hard across the state for our customers, an extraordinary entity like NJTV that really works every day to bring the best quality programming to New Jerseyans across the state. So it's our honor to support NJTV in a major way.
And a night like this, we're at NJPAC, we're at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center. This is the place to be, right? The movers and shakers?
It is. Well, I proudly represent Verizon on the NJPAC board. So all the beautiful worlds are aligning. Verizon, NJTV, and NJPAC all together in one night. Who could ask for more?
I just said to someone that the movers and shakers are here, the people who matter. Karen, let me ask you. You know television, you know media, and you know what it means to be in the right room. Why is this at NJPAC, the NJTV benefit event, why is this the right room to be in tonight?
I think the number of people that are here and the kind of people that are here is amazing, and it really shows the strength of the support for this organization, that no matter what's gone on and where it's been, these people are loyal and they know that this is where you come to get news about New Jersey.
3 years ago, when it was unclear whether we would even have a public broadcasting station, and Neil Shapiro and the team at WNET stepped up and said, we'll try this, it really was unclear. Surpassed your expectations?
Oh, beyond expectations. And I tell you, everybody I know tunes in. Everybody wants to know. Everybody knows that this is where you go, because everyone knows there's no option. If you want to know New Jersey, this is where you tune in.
Simple question. Why all in with NJTV?
It's local. It's the news that you want to hear. It's local programming. You can go anywhere. But to have a station that's all about New Jersey and focusing on what we're doing in New Jersey, that's why we're a New Jersey-based bank, and that's why it's important to us.
Ken, let me ask you, as the editor of New Jersey Monthly, you're a media organization, and you were just actually on our news the other night, NJTV News. Talk about the importance of an organization like NJTV and NJTV News to the spirit and the culture and the landscape of this state.
It's essential that New Jersey have some media to call its own. It's really important. We're sandwiched between these two giant media cities, New York and Philly, and they just don't speak for us. They don't really always speak to us. You know, for us to have our own entity that's for New Jersey, by New Jersey, like New Jersey Monthly is, but for us to have that kind of entity on television is really essential.
Brenda, let me ask you, Wells Fargo, one of the presenting leading sponsors tonight, talk about the commitment of the bank to NJTV on a night like this.
Well, first of all, I'm actually privileged to be on the board of NJTV. I understand the important role that it plays in really promoting the visibility and importance of New Jersey overall. And of course, Wells Fargo is proud to be a sponsor tonight, also to support you as one of the honorees. So that's why I'm here, to support NJTV, and of course, to really recognize the great work that you've been doing along with Sandra King as well as Verizon tonight.
Yeah. It's so interesting. Brenda, I'm sure, gets asked to be on all sorts of corporate boards representing Wells Fargo and a huge part of the state. But you did say yes when the board asked. Why?
It was my commitment to the community, and I have to be honest with you, understanding public television was a new role for me. Certainly I'm a banker, I understand finance, and I have the privilege of serving as the committee chair of the finance group.
I hear you ask tough questions. Good questions.
I try to, because I really do, really am focused on the long-term sustainability of the organization, and certainly as a board member, it's about providing great programming for the community, but it's essentially making sure that the organization exists for years to come.
With Wells Fargo and the other corporate support being received tonight, it's funny, 3.5 years ago when we started this conversation with Neil Shapiro, maybe 4 years ago, it was clear the state was getting out of the business, and it was very unclear what the future would be. Yeah. And if it were not for corporate and foundation support, we wouldn't be here tonight at NJPAC. There's no way.
Yeah. I think that the organization really benefits from great leadership. One of the things that you will see is a very well-run organization,
tight,
financially sound, really not just focused on certainly the programming, but also focusing on the financing and making sure that we have a great cost infrastructure. So I think that the prospects are great for the future of this organization.
We're here with Bob Marino from Verizon. Bob, you're one of the key players in the corporate community that make NJTV, public broadcasting, possible. Explain to folks who don't know why you're so invested in public broadcasting.
Well, Steve, as you know, Verizon has a very deep history in the community. We've been here in this city for 82 years, and we feel that our support of NJTV is just a natural extension of our commitment to the community.
Why? I mean, there's so many folks, and we know it because as the Caucus Educational Corporation, independent producers who are partners with NJTV and WNET, I mean, they're big underwriters of ours. It's not an understatement to say that almost everyone comes to you and asks for money. Why public broadcasting, though?
Because we believe it has a very special place in New Jersey, in the community, in the state. We really feel that it serves a very great purpose in terms of education, information, news media.
Healthcare, too.
Healthcare, and extremely many other outreaches in the state. So again, it fits very well with who we are and our mission, and we're just very, very happy to be a supporter.
John, how does it feel to have the event, the NJTV, the PBS event in the country is being held here? We don't have a red carpet, but it might as well, right?
Might as well. I'm delighted, and the first guys that I met when I came here 3 years ago to talk about public broadcasting at NJPAC were you and Neil Shapiro.
Yeah, the guy who really mattered was Neil Shapiro.
No, but you were the first guy to actually do something here. We did our one-on-one at NJPAC, and now we're looking to do our third season.
Third go-around of that.
Right, yeah, which is great, and have our American Song series that we do with NJTV,
which is terrific.
So you guys are really important partners to us, and I understand you're being honored tonight?
Yeah, there's a little rumor about that. Me and my colleague Sandy King, who was an absolutely wonderful independent producer, and the folks at Verizon. John, talk about the connection between the New Jersey Performing Arts Center and public broadcasting, because you see it together.
Oh, it's indivisible, because it's great for 3,000 people to come to NJPAC and see a show on a given night. It's greater if we can capture that and share it with the world, through NJTV and public broadcasting. So we're always looking for opportunities to take what we're doing on our stages and give it to a wider audience. So that's the opportunity, and you guys are pretty smart about that. So we're happy to have you as partners.
I got to ask you something, John. When we started this thing, and you signed on, and you said yes 3 years ago, is it everything you thought it would be and more in terms of the challenge and the fun?
In terms of challenges, it's a hell of a lot more than what I thought it would be.
What are the rewards, though?
I think the reward was starting a station with Neil. and being part of the WNET family and being able to give Jersey a news show that I think Neil and I both believe the state should have. And we've built it into what I believe is a quality news show and kept the public affairs shows on, like your show's on and others. I think that's the challenge, and I feel best about that.
You know, but John's minimizing the challenge because, listen, those of you watching on public broadcasting right now, you don't want to hear the gory details, but John, I'm sure, would love to be involved in putting the program on the air every night, but the business side of that, John, the raising the money, the operations side, the studio piece, all the personnel side, business. Television's a business, even on the public television side, right?
Yeah, it's a full-time job, keeping up with the business side, the back office side, but most importantly, the sustainability, being able to get that funding in, to be able to get programs on, and more importantly, to be able to get more programs on. That's the real job, and I think, again, with NJTV people and WNET people, I think we've done a good job doing that.
This is Newark.
Steve Adubato was raised in Newark, New Jersey, and served as New Jersey's youngest state legislator. Steve is a best-selling author of 4 books, a columnist for the Newark Star-Ledger, and a distinguished visiting professor. It is for his contribution to New Jersey public television as a 4-time Emmy Award-winning journalist that he is honored tonight. Steve anchors 4 public television programs.
You say that's good? Right, yes. Is that good, Senator?
Caucus, New Jersey features roundtable discussions ranging from health and family issues to race relations.
Are you afraid?
Of course I'm afraid. I'm afraid every time I step outside.
New Jersey Capitol Report, a weekly public affairs program covering New Jersey's most pressing policy issues. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has featured in-depth discussions with some of the most notable individuals of our time. And On the Line, a live call-in program featuring New Jersey's governor. Tonight, we are honored that Steve has chosen New Jersey as the place to pursue his craft.
In addition to it being a pleasure, my task now is very simple because you saw so many good things about Steve Adubato here that the only thing I want to add that you didn't see here is he has the good judgment to be my neighbor and live in Montclair. He also has the good judgment to participate in some of our Montclair events that you didn't see here. Other than that, you already know he's a terrific American, terrific Jerseyite, terrific reporter, terrific interviewer. I'm going to stop or his head's going to get too big. So, Steve, wherever you are,
But it's easy to be in this room celebrating close to 3 years of what many people believed was not going to be 3 years of great broadcasting. Of what a lot of folks said, you know, I'm not so sure what this thing is going to be all about. But there's a great book I like to quote because it's short and the print is really fat and it's easy to read, and it's called Who Moved My Cheese? By Dr. Spencer Johnson. And cheese is really a metaphor for whatever you really want in life. And Dr. Spencer Johnson says, you know, you can't just hope and want that the cheese is in the right place and that the cheese, the thing you want, is always going to be there. Because wishful thinking is not a substitute for strategic planning and getting things done. And Neil didn't wish. Neil said, if we're going to do this, we're going to have to go after it. And a group of us, day and night. And I don't want to make this overly dramatic, but it was unclear how it was going to end and whether it was even going to begin. And I am so proud to have stood shoulder to shoulder with those people in that room, and then to join with the great people at New Jersey Network who stepped up, like Michael. When Michael stepped up and joined our team, and Sandy joined our team, and Desiree joined our team, and the best of NJN came together with NJTV, and we formed what has come to be known appointment viewing. Who, by applause, watches NJTV News every night at 6 o'clock? I do a DVR. By applause, who watches it? And there's my colleague, Raphael P. Ramon, comes over from New York, because we do New Jersey Capitol Report. Raph, they can't get rid of us. We're like just a bad marriage. We're together. We're together, buddy. And then to my colleagues at the Caucus Educational Corporation. My board chairman, Ray Bermucci, is here. My parents are here. They're unofficial board members because we always just get money from them. whether they like it or not, that the Caucus Educational Corporation, that Neil and John and Bob said, look, we can't do this alone. But together with partnerships, and we were one of the only partners in the beginning because there was nothing. And Neil said, can you help us get started? And he said, look, there's no money. That's Neil's deal. There's no money. Don't laugh, Schreiber. It's the truth. And he said, if you can go out and put it together and it's quality programming, we can get others. And after we came in, then there were the colleges. And then there were the community-based organizations. And then everyone else said, wait a minute. The logo's kind of interesting. Wait, hey, I know that. I want to be a part of it. And then the board formed. And it became stronger. And then NJTV News became something special. And then new arts programming. And Sandy King comes on board with Due Process. And let me tell you something. 3 years later, it's so easy to celebrate. And I know we have a lot of work to do. But for me to stand here today representing the Caucus Educational Corporations, because this award is not mine, I represent every member of that team and every member of the public broadcasting community at WNET and particularly tonight NJTV, and our partners who are here tonight who make this possible, all the funders. You pay for what we put on the air. Because the last person I'm going to quote is not Edward R. Murrow, but it is the great Bill Moyers, who I complained to about 15 years ago. He was nice enough to take my call because I complained. I said, Bill, why do we have to raise all this money? Can't we just put on great TV? And he said, stop complaining, Adebato, because that's the deal. You don't get to put on meaningful programming that you don't find everywhere else unless you're willing to bust your butt and go out and raise the money. In this next segment, my colleague Joanna Gagis goes backstage to talk to two of the members of the Midtown Men who performed for a full house here at NJPAC.
I'm here with Bobby Spencer and Christian Hoff, two of the better-looking guys from the Midtown Men. So we won't tell the others, right?
He's not going to argue with me.
No, he's not going to argue. So you guys are here performing for our NJTV benefit tonight. It's a huge event for New Jersey. But before we get into why you're here and why this event, let's talk about how the Midtown Men started. You got your start working on Broadway. I'm going to start with you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, needless to say, we got started in Jersey Boys on Broadway, and the original cast and our connection to Jersey just started immediately. Actually, in La Jolla, when we originated this production and we brought it to New York, we figured if this show played in San Diego, California, and the people went nuts, wait till we get home to Jersey. And that's exactly what happened. People just came across the bridge in the tunnels and they just lit up. And the word of mouth started from New Jersey and spread like wildfire. Before we started, there was no advance, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I think it was such pride for Jersey also because we were dealing with their hometown heroes of Frankie Valli, Nick Massey, Bob Gaudio, and Tommy DeVito.
But this music does, like you said, it translates outside of New Jersey, and there is such a craze, is such a following for this style of music. What did you find as you brought it around, as you were performing for people even outside of New Jersey and the region?
It didn't matter if you were from Jersey. This was a show about blue-collar, hard-working men who busted their tails to make a living, and they ended up on the top. That's just such an exciting, rocky kind of moment, for anyone who is in any kind of business. So everyone across the planet could relate to this story and this music, and the music obviously is timeless, and every time someone hears these songs, they immediately go back to when they were 16 or 15 or 14, and we heard at the stage door every night when we would come out. Every night someone had a story like, I remember where I was when I heard yada yada, so that was the thrilling thing for us.
But you're here tonight performing as the Midtown Men. You're not performing Jersey Boys. How did you get from Broadway, from the stage, to where you are now as a traveling group of four?
Well, it was a natural progression because what we discovered in singing together, the chemistry and the bond, the brotherhood that we built in order to make this show Jersey Boys a success, it was all about that family bond and about the guys, right? And so when we were done with Jersey Boys, we realized that what we had was bigger than that one little story in this one great iconic group, the Four Seasons. This was more about the decade, more about the music, more about people's connection to the music. So after 1 million people plus saw us in Jersey Boys from all over the country, we realized that this was going to have legs, and we were going to take it on the road. And that's exactly what we've done for 4 years: is take the magic that launched Jersey Boys. We've now launched the Midtown Men with the sound, the chemistry, the magic, the music.
The fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun because we get to explore, as Christian just said, the Mamas and the Papas and the Turtles and the Zombies and the Rascals and Motown. Not just the Four Seasons, because, you know, obviously there's so many iconic legends of that time period, and that's the wonderful thing that we get to do as entertainers and as performers is try to hit it all as much as we can.
Well, Bobby, for you in particular, I know when leaving the stage was a big decision for you, especially doing something that really hasn't been done before, taking a show and turning it into its own thing. What was the risk for you in leaving where you were at the time?
I'd been in Jersey Boys with these gentlemen since 2004 in La Jolla, as Christian said, and then in 2008 and a half, I left and I was cast in a new show called Next to Normal, which went on to win the Pulitzer Prize, and I was nominated for a Tony Award, which was amazing. And then Christian and Daniel and Michael came to me and said, we're doing this thing on the road, we need the fourth original guy. And, you know, when you're a husband and a provider at home for your wife and your 2 kids, Christian knows this very well, you know, he's got a beautiful wife and 5 children. You know, are you going to take that leap, you know, to leave something that's so phenomenal on Broadway? And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to roll the dice with my friends. And 4 years later, over 300 concerts later, as the Midtown Men across this country, from corporate events to private events, to state fairs, to singing on the White House lawn, to coming here to NJPAC, in the symphony halls across the country. This has exploded like we had no idea. We just felt it in our hearts that we should do it, and it worked out.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Barnabas Health, Choose New Jersey, Bloomfield College, PSE&G, Health Republic Insurance of New Jersey, Community Education Centers, and by the law firm of Gibbons PC. Promotional support provided by The Record, North Jersey's trusted source, and NorthJersey.com, and by Commerce Magazine. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.
I will. It's the oath of those strong in character. A call to build our own dreams, not someone else's. Doing whatever it takes to create a better way. This is Health Republic, a not-for-profit co-op health plan created to give us control of our own health care. So we all have the support we need when it's time to say, I will. Health Republic. Live independently healthy.